Friday cube draft here, and again passing Shelldock for power. This time the best card in the cube, Sol-Ring. So where do we go from here? Blades of the Colossus is mostly a Tinker target, although you can also get it into play with Sneak Attack. Probably gonna pass on that. There is Crucible, which would go good in a deck with Strip Mine, and it's also an artifact for Sol-Ring. Artifact is very good for building a big artifact deck. There's also Exhume. I like the Reanimator deck. I guess Sol-Ring is a little less good there, but still, Sol-Ring can help you hardcast Grave Titan. So there's also Fyndhorn Elves, solid mono green card. Though I would like to move into mono green for something a little bit more broken, like Aes Creator or Fellows Natural Order, the 3 big reasons to be mono green. I think I'm gonna start taking Exhume here. I think that the Reanimator deck could be incredible if you get there with Entomb, Griselbrand, Reanimate, and we'll see where we go from here. Sol-Ring is awesome in every deck, but I guess it's a little less good in something like mono white. Still awesome, of course, but it kind of rewards you for playing some big stuff. So good in mono green, less good in mono red and mono white. And okay, here we have Consecrated Sphinx. Not a card that I'm a huge fan of, but it is very good when you have Sol-Ring to get it out early. Also could be reasonable in a blue-black Reanimator deck. It's one of the better cards to get into play. I'd rather get Grave Titan for board presence, but Consecrated Sphinx may draw you enough cards to get the thing going again. So it's sort of like a weaker version of Griselbrand, but the upside towards Griselbrand is that you can hardcast it. I like it more than Gonti. Gonti is fine, but a little too fair, I think. Darkslick Shores, Putrid Imp are alternatives, but I almost want to wheel Putrid Imp. It's not even that necessary, and rather have a Consecrated Sphinx here. Okay, so now we have Bone Shards, which is a good card in Reanimator. There is also, however, Glenlander Archmage. A good card that protects you from other control decks or combo decks, and it's very good with Sol-Ring because 3 colorless in the casting cost. Bone Shards is not completely unreasonable to wheel that card. And Corpse Dance, it's only good in certain styles of Reanimator deck. You want to have big Eldrazi or Griselbrand. It's not good with like Consecrated Sphinx. Oh, Baleful Strix is a good one. I think it's better than Treachery and Shard, of course. It just buys you a lot of time. It also isn't absolute worst to Reanimate, especially when you have a card like Reanimate which costs you a lot of life. Getting Baleful Strix into play is good. So I like it more than Treachery and Shard, of course. We could also be just a blue-black mid-rangey deck with a little bit of Reanimator theme. It's not the absolute worst. Okay, so here we have Blood Crypt, which could help us fix if we get like Scalding Tarn. Then Scalding Tarn gets me Island or black. It's also Spell Pierce, Interaction, Dismember, Interaction. I think I like me a Spell Pierce. It's a good interactive card and counters the most important things in cube, which are non-creature spells. So I like it. And here we have Bazaar of Baghdad, which would be good if I'm all in on the Reanimator plan. There's also Braids, which can be okay in some matchups. If you got Ophiomancer, it's a way to feed it every time. I mean, Braids could just win the game against some Control or Storm decks. Bazaar of Baghdad, however, has a lot of potential. I'm gonna take Bazaar. It could mean that I'm going into an all-in Reanimator deck. Okay, and we're gonna take Mannequin. Right now I'm probably playing it, but I would like to cut it. But it's important to take it here so I'm cutting Reanimators or someone not moving in. Hornet Queen is okay, but as I've said in previous videos, it's a little too defensive. Sure, it attacks for 6, but that's often not going to be good enough, and it's very good at blocking, not so good at attacking. And I have it's a huge price to put a card that is basically only defensive in your Reanimator deck. Inquisition, which is one of the weaker discard spells, whereas Scalding Tarn opens up possibilities. If I wield the Blood Crypt or get a Badlands. It's also good with cards like Brainstorm. Alright, Stomping Ground. Scalding Tarn can fetch that, but I don't know what that is do for me right now. Doesn't help me. There is Thassa's Oracle, Palinchron. I guess Thassa's Oracle could have some applications. Ooh, Putrid Imp or Darkslick Shores. I think Putrid Imp is gonna be decent here. Darkslick Shores is okay, but I'll probably pick up Fixing some other way. Corpse Dance or Riftwing. I'm gonna take Riftwing. That's a reasonable card just in main deck, and then reanimating it isn't the worst either. Did not wield Shard of Course. Guess I'll take the Sedgemoor Witch, maybe. That would be decent with Braids too. Did not wield Braids though. Okay, what do we got? We got Muldrifter, not bad. Can evoke it and then reanimate it later. We also have Jace Vryn's Prodigy. These are basically the two cards I'm looking at. These two are sadly not what I'm looking for. I guess Savitron would be mana fixing, but I will hope to wield that. I think Jace is just a better card than Muldrift. It's more broken in a sense because you can just dump a huge thing and reanimate it, whereas Muldrift is a little more fair. I would play Muldrift in this deck. I hope to wield it, but I think Jace has more potential. Alright, so now we have Duress. Here's a real fixer. No, it's not. Sorry. Bribery. Yeah. Takenuma is okay, but it's a little clunky. It's not bad because it's a free, but I would like to get some more powerful. I think Bribery is just very powerful. It makes soldering better. Okay, so here we have Bolas's Citadel. If I get Tinker. Right now, Tinker would work with Soldering and Baleful Streets. I found Dirty Warwick to be very good though. This just messes up your opponent's graveyard, and it's a pretty good card on its own. You can often get a reasonable card with that. So I'm gonna take Dauthi Voidwalker here. I don't really need Prowler or Relic too much. I already have Putrid Imp. Just find Dauthi Voidwalker to be very good. Ooh, Demonic Tutor and Underground Sea. This is tough. Being a reanimated deck is gotta be Demonic Tutor. I mean, I love me a Sea, especially when you got Scalding Tarn, but Demonic Tutor is just so good in a reanimated deck because you're often looking for a particular card. If this were a control deck without a reanimator plan, the Underground Sea might be the pick, but I just think Demonic Tutor just does so much. Alright, so now we got Cryptbreaker, which does enable Reanimator, or Grief. I just found Grief to be very good. I'm gonna take it here. Kind of is similar to Muldrifter. It's a card you can just evoke early and then reanimate later, or you can just hardcast it and it's not a bad card either. Hullbreaker Horror is good to reanimate, but I already have some good Sphinx, Cloudskate, and now a Grief. Okay, Stevens doesn't help me, whereas Suspicious Stowaway could be okay here. It's not a bad card on its own, and it puts cards in my graveyard. And I don't like Umbra Rights too much. It is slow. What else am I taking though? Like Show and Tell, maybe. Lotus Petal. Yeah, I'm gonna take Umbra Rights, and hopefully I don't have to play that card. I guess I'll take Fateless Looting. I do have a Scalding Tarn, but Right now we're not playing Bazaar, but if I end up with all the Reanimator and a little bit more good stuff, I could play it. Right now I only have 2 Reanimation cards, but so the Reanimator theme is a little light here. Alright, we're back, and Treasure Cruise or Infernal Grasp. Do I have a reasonable amount of cards to go to my graveyard with Jace? Stowaway. I could play Treasure Cruise, I think. Oh, I wield the Takenuma, I like it better than Duress. Just picking up a free land is okay. It also puts cards in my graveyard. Bolas' Citadel did wheel, okay. Like it better than Ona's Prowler. Oof, oh my god. That's awesome. I can't believe Underground Sea wheel. That's just... Huh. So Cryptbreaker or Iona. I didn't see Iona last time. That could be a really good card against mono green. And as usual, no one likes Blasting Flames. Not even good in Storm, I don't think. But you can play it in some specific decks. So we're looking for Entomb. That is a huge card. Obviously more power would be nice. Entomb, Reanimate, Necromancy, Animate Dead. Well, instead we get Collective Brutality. Good solid card in this deck. You can take your opponent's interaction while dumping Reanimator targets in your graveyard. So I'm very happy about that. I did not take Corpse Dance, and I don't have Shallow Grave, so Emrakul doesn't do much here. Also not gonna get Sheldock Isle. If I could really Pack Rat, it could be maybe, but I think Pack Rat, I haven't been too impressed with that even in Reanimator. Do like my Collective Brutality though. Oh man, Oko. Oko is powerful, as we all know. It is a splashable card. I have Scalding Tarn. So if I don't take Oko, what am I taking? Custody Lich, which is okay, but a little weak. I'm gonna take Oko here and see if I can find a green source. Okay, we have Creeping Tar Pit. Nice fixer. Shriekmaw, okay card. Bunch of little bit of counters magic here. I think I like me a Creeping Tar Pit, the mana. Nice to improve your mana a little bit, and this can also sneak through for the last 3 damage. So it's not a bad one. Also threatens Planeswalkers. And good against control decks. Alright, so what do we got here? We got Force of Will. This is looking like a pretty good Force of Will deck, to be honest. I got a lot of blue cards, and I have some very broken possibilities, like getting a Consecrated Sphinx into play, and then protect it with Force of Will. So I'm going to take Force of Will here. I like it better than Memory Deluge. Okay, we got Necromancy, awesome. Yeah, I'm giving up Nurturing Peatland, which will help with Oko. Giving up Pro, which would be okay with like Treasure Cruise and Sedgemoor Witch, but Necromancy is one of the weaker Reanimator spells, but it's better than Mannequin, and it is nice that you can steal your opponent's creatures also. Okay, so we got Ulamog, which is basically only good to reanimate in this deck. There is Brazen Borrower though, which is another interactive card. A little bit on the weaker side, but I guess it's better than Repeal. I found Repeal to be pretty bad, too slow. And these white fixes doesn't do much. Probably remove this Bazaar now. Oh, Griselbrand, huh. And Emry. Though Emry is not great here. Yeah, I'm gonna take Griselbrand. I guess passing up a Hallowed Fountain means that Umber Rights is harder now, but yeah. And Reanimate. Oof. Giving up Scarab God, First Discovery, Toxic Deluge. A little unfortunate to have all these awesome cards in the same deck, but Reanimate that is. Probably can't play Oko. I'll put it here now. And Iona I don't really need, I don't think. I have Griselbrand Sphinx. I can board Iona in against Mono Green, for example. Alright, Packrat is fine. And I kind of like Portent, just have a little bit of selection here, makes Force of Will better. Gonna cut Packrat, I think. I just don't like Packrat. Okay, Elishnorn could also be good against Mono Green. Actually, probably better than Iona. Elishnorn is basically Iona against Mono Green. Unless your opponent got some Anthem in play. But yeah, Elishnorn is good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut one card. I think I like Putrid Imp though. Memory Deluge, a little too weak. Kaito's gotta be good here. Yeah. Kaito's good in Reanimator, and I did the Emery. Okay, so let's cut. How good is Treasure Cruise? It's also possible I could cut Sedgemoor Witch. I think this card is weak. Yeah, I'm gonna cut Sedgemoor Witch and I might cut Treasure Cruise. I don't need Treasure Cruise, I don't think. It's nice, but I already have Griselbrand, Consecrated Sphinx. Even Kaito sometimes for card advantage. So let's see here. Mana could be better, but it's okay. I mean, it's I'm gonna have more islands and swamps, yeah, because I have Portent to dig. Yeah, I mean, this deck is like a 7 out of 10, I think. On the play, this hand is weak. Kaito is a card that could dig you out of the situation, but you have to have it in play and something to discard. I'm gonna ship this. Okay, this is much better. This is almost a nuts. So if I keep this, I can go turn to Brutality, take like a counterspell or removal, dumping Griselbrand, then Exhume. I think I'm going to put Bribery on the bottom. It's a nice backup plan, but with the way this hand is shaping up, I don't need it. And I'm playing Island, playing around Strip Mine. Although, I guess Strip Mine wouldn't even... Okay, Selfless Spirit is a card that my opponent always can get back through Exhume. But I'm gonna go with two modes here. I'm gonna take an instant or sorcery and -2/-2. I know my opponent can get back Selfless Spirit, but I'm gonna escalate this anyway, and it's better to kill that than drain for 2, I think. Take the interaction, hopefully. Like a Path, Source Plowshares. Source Plowshares wouldn't be the worst, but... So my opponent has no interaction. Does have a Wing, but that doesn't stop me though. So next turn I'm gonna go ahead and get the Griselbrand into play. Unless my opponent top decks something. But my opponent is mono white. Flooded Strand. Scrubland. So... and Ring. Okay. Well... here goes Exhume. So it's Griselbrand against 2/1 flyers. And if my opponent messes with Griselbrand, at least I get to draw 7 cards. But I guess my opponent just scooped. Okay, mono white. Here's where I wish I had Damnation or Toxic Deluge, but I don't. I think maybe Sedgemoor Witch could be okay here. Just building up a board against mono white can be good. Let's see if I have something that's bad. I think a card like Doffy Voidwalker is a little weak in this matchup. Also Spell Pierce might not be good. This is a mono white deck. It does counter Gideon, Ally of Zendikar, but it may not counter enough. Does counter Armageddon, but I think this deck could... yeah, I'm gonna take out Spell Pierce and put in Sedgemoor Witch. Could put in Pakra too, but it's a little weaker against like a removal spell. Okay, this hand is fine. It can combine Kaito with the reanimation spells and see if we can find something. Also like Sedgemoor Witch. Opponent did not have a 1-drop. I'm gonna play around Wasteland here. I did draw Collective Brutality, which could be okay. But right now it's I'm lacking a big finisher. Opponent got Hallowed Fountain. That could just be a fetch land thing. It doesn't mean my opponent is playing blue, but we shall see. Okay, I'm just going to kill that now. And basically I'm doing this to pave the way for Kaito, to have it more protected. And if I have Bitter Blossom, that's interesting. That's a little slow, I think. Here I think I like to play Kaito. See if it gets Spell Pierce. No, and then make a 1/1 because I don't have anything super good to reanimate. Oh, that's a good one. So let's start by attacking. Then draw a card. Let's see here. What I think I'm going to do is cast Sedgemoor Witch. Then reanimate Selfless Spirit. This does a couple of things. It gives me a 1/1 from Sedgemoor Witch. It also means that my Exhume does not bring back my opponent's Selfless Spirit, because that would be very annoying. It also gives me a blocker for the hero. It can become a 3/4 with 2 1/1s, but then I can block it with the Sedgemoor Witch and a Pest. So I like this. Also, I'm only taking 2 damage from Selfless Spirit. I might lose Kaito here, but that's fine. Oblivion Ring, okay. What does that deal with? If you take Sedgemoor, which have to pay 3 life, but I suppose that's okay. This does only give Indestructible, not Hexproof. So now hero has a free attack, but I can probably bounce hero maybe. Let's see if my opponent attacks Kaito and with what. Opponent stacks it correctly. You have to stack it so you get the soldiers first. And then the battle cry resolves. So let's see here. What is attacking what? So this one attacks me. This one attacks Kaito. This one attacks me. This one attacks Kaito. So I guess I just took the Kaito here. So this way I take 5 and protect Kaito. I think Kaito is very important here to be able to find me more gas. Usher of the Fallen, okay. Can live with that. Okay, so what I can do is plus Kaito and not attack, bring back Riftwing Clouds, because we also hard cast Riftwing. And bounce Hero, I suppose. Putrid Imp. Probably gonna lose Kaito here, but that's okay. I think I need to bounce Hero. The nice thing about this is that if Riftwing can die somehow, I can get it back. And right now, I can block Usher, Kaito goes to 1, and then I can bring back Riftwing. All the while slowing down my opponent. My opponent's also down to 11, which... Oh, Gideon, okay. So if my opponent emblems, Kaito is dead, yeah. But my opponent attacks me. Okay, I am going to block here and take 4. Take a Numa. Yeah. Which legendary creature, not Planeswalker, okay. I'm gonna lead with Baleful. Ooh, that's not bad. I can bring back anything. Could even steal something from my opponent's graveyard. Let's attack here. I kind of like keep attacking here because my opponent's taking 1 from Bitter Blossom too. And Portent, huh? So I can Mannequin or Necromancy. Right now my opponent doesn't seem to have any way to target. Also I could do is I could Necromancy, Riftwing, bounce Oblivion Ring, then Portent get a 1/1, but I don't know how good that is. That just means my opponent gets to recast Oblivion Ring. Maybe it is good. Yeah, kind of like that, now that I think about it. So Necromancy, bring back Riftwing. Bounce Oblivion Ring. Also, if my opponent wants to get Sedgemoor, which gonna target me here, gonna take cost-free life. Grief, 2 lands. Yeah, I can do better, I think. It's not even necessarily possible I have anything good to get with Grief. Let's say my opponent slams Hero. Ooh, Demonic Tutor. I might not even have anything good to get with Grief. So right now, Disenchant. Okay. That's a way to deal with Necromancy, I guess. So now do you kill Kaito or deal me 4? Oblivion Ring, yeah. Okay, takes that. Okay, so this has mana, so it's starting to get... Okay, so what can I demonic for? Consecrated Sphinx is good, but a little expensive here. I would like to cost us several spells. So DT... What could that get me? It's gonna give me a 1/1 from the Sedgemoor, which... I guess I could DT and then Mannequin. Brazen Borrow isn't bad, but... Yeah. I guess I'll start by DTing. Get a 1/1. I'm at 6 life, so I have to be a little careful, but see what I can get here. Brazen Borrower is a card that's looking decent. You can also get Force of Will, but yeah, I think it's gonna be Brazen Borrower here. Then I can bounce that. Get a 1/1. Attack, and I'm actually going to attack with a pest. I want to gain 1 life here. But my opponent says no. Okay, let's draw a card, play a land. So if I exhume, my opponent gets something back, but I get Riftwing, and that's pretty good. It's gotta be better. I also get a 1/1, by the way. Yeah, I think exhuming is worth it. It's better for me than for my opponent. Bounce a Fairy Rogue. And I can play Putrid Imp. Then see if my opponent can kill me here, which I doubt, but you never know. I guess if I discard a card to make this be able to fly, I can't block with it. So, but if my opponent has to remove with Riftwing, I go to 1. So my opponent needs 2 things. Because 3, 5. And my opponent is a Shurdle dead next turn. Okay, good. We got round 1. Okay, we're here for round 2. This hand has a lot of potential. Sadly, Grief cannot evoke. When you evoke Grief, you exile a card. But this hand has so much potential that it is worth it. And so Portent would have to dig me towards some action. A play I could make is to go up to 8 cards and discard, but I don't know. Oh, this is working out. Alright, so that was why I keep that hand, because it has so much potential. Yeah, so probably just gonna exhume next turn Griselbrand. And the reason is there's not much mono white can do. Even if my opponent has a Source of Plowshares, I get to draw so many cards that I can probably find something better. I think you should attack here because you can't protect itself. Okay. Well, let's just go for it, huh? And if this is Mana Tithe, so be it. And it is. Oh man. Alright, well. I could find some other, guess attack for 1. I could find some other reanimation spell. Could I play around that? Maybe. But I don't have a 3rd land to protect it. And it's also not Spellpress to do anything against Mana Tithe. Smuggler's Copter, okay. I think it's got a lot harder, but maybe this Portent can find me some sweet stuff. And I can Portent and then keep open Petty Fifth. Although I suppose Giver of Runes protects that, but it also protects from flashing Brazen Borrower and blocking. So I guess. Okay, I'm gonna have to shuffle here. And Though I suppose if my opponent uses Giver of Runes to crew, this could work. Okay, there's a land, so I can hardcast Grief. For whatever that's worth. So I can also Spell Pierce something. Maybe. Okay, so this is fine. Now I can actually bounce Copter, and I want to do it before attack, so my opponent doesn't get to loot. It's unfortunate I can't Spell Pierce on the way back, but I gotta use Petty Theft while getting is good. Yep, there's a Copter. And no, ooh, nice. I'm gonna do it now so that I can, if I do it at instant speed, I don't get to draw the, and I have protection from Disenchant, if that's a thing my opponent has. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna pass here. Or will I? It's a good thing this isn't Mother Runes, them could kill the Griselbrand. So I have played a land, right? There is no split second. I'm just gonna pass here. If I draw 7, I just have to discard, which could be okay because I could reanimate things, but this way I get to keep all my options open, and having to discard could be also be annoying because I have a Grief. I could. Okay, now I'm gonna draw them. Down to 13. Land. Now I have Force of Will, okay. This game should be over. Wandering Emperor. No, I'm gonna Spell Pierce that. I still have Force of Will. And I think Spell Pierce is gonna stay this time because my opponent has Copter, Skull Clamp, Wandering Emperor. Alright, so I think Sedmore Witch is gonna be good this time too. I suppose Dolphy Voidwalker is not at its best here. Yeah, I guess it doesn't block, and it's gonna have a hard time getting too many cards. Pack Rat is an option too. Yeah, I like this. Alrighty, hand with a lot of potential. Stowaway into Necromancy. Base and Borrower for interaction, unless my opponent has Giver of Runes. See here, Mother of Runes. My opponent has both. Okay, well, gonna not play Underground Sea here to play on Wasteland. So my opponent has both the Runes 1-drops. Okay. It's a card that can be a little annoying, but it is a card I can work around. Sadly, no Spell Pierce. Should I have bluffed Spell Pierce? I don't know. It's not even clear my opponent would have played around it. Okay, so I can suspend Cloudskate or cast Stowaway. I'm gonna cast Stowaway. Gives me the option to Necromancy Riftwing next turn, of course. See if... Here's the thing though. If I reanimate Cloudskate, I could bounce Copter because my opponent can't both crew it and give it protection with Mother Runes. Now, opponent's probably gonna tap a land though. Also, I have to remember that Necromancy can target cards in my opponent's graveyard, so if my opponent discards something huge, could Necromancy it, even at instant speed. Because my opponent did not Here I'm gonna play the sea. My opponent did not tap with. That means I can smell a mana type here. Okay. I'll discard Griselbrand. But I'm not gonna Necromancy it because of mana type. So the problem with Brazen Borrow is that it doesn't work because of Mother of Runes. My opponent almost assuredly has mana type here because we should import. But I think suspend Cloudscape. I could suspend Cloudscape. I can try Brazen Borrower. Problem with Brazen Borrower, if my opponent didn't have Mother of Runes, I would try the Brazen Borrower. It just doesn't work against Mother of Runes. I think I'm just gonna run the Sedgemoor Witch into mana type. So be it. You know. It did work. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, this card deals with Necromancy. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm in a little bit of trouble here because I can't really block because of Mother of Runes. And I don't really have a sweeper. Necromancy doesn't really work here. I mean, it works in the sense that it can get me Griselbrand to play and draw a bunch of cards, but where do I go from there? Also, Mother of Runes does not host Necromancy because only your creatures. Okay, well I can't block. Yeah, I need to draw something, but not sure exactly what. Opponent is not tapping out, okay. Are we clamping here? Okay, so Mana Type and Qatar Commander is off the table for now. Well, that is not terrible at some point, maybe. Start by attacking here. See if I can find something. Oh, okay. DT is a good card. You know what? I think I'm going to put Cloudscape in my graveyard here. And I can DT for something. Should I put in Elesh Norn, maybe? I could also Necromancy Cloudscape. But so I'm gonna DT here. Got a 1/1. Then I'm gonna Petty Theft the Smuggler's Copter. My opponent can't prevent that. So I think Exhume's gonna be good too. So I could Exhume Riftwing or Griselbrand. think I'm going to assume. And what could I'm gonna get? I'm gonna go for the most, because here I could find Force of Will. If I'm really feel it, I could maybe Griselbrand and try to find Force of Will too. So now, okay. So if my opponent attacks, I could block with Griselbrand. My opponent can give it protection, but can my opponent really deal 4 though? This might just be too desperate loot. What could kill me if I block with Griselbrand? What deals 4? Eganyo? Even then. Yeah, I'm gonna block. It's basically just, I'm not even sure Eganyo is in the cube. Okay. Not Eganyo. I don't know what else punishes me. Now my opponent doesn't have Wandering Emperor either. Solitude. Okay, well, it's not like blocking hurt me that bad. Okay, so here I'm gonna draw a card, see if I find Force. Though it's not even that this is a disaster for me. So I did not find Force Will, that's okay. I think gaining 7 of Solitude is more than enough to make sure I'm still gonna win this game. So I'm at the 12. To draw Sol Ring, have a Reanimate. Oh, Ephemerate. Okay, things are getting a little out of control here, but that was a sick turn of events. Okay, and now my opponent gets to keep Solitude. Okay, gonna have to do some things next turn. I could Bribery. So my options are I can Sol Ring, and then I can Sol Ring, Bribery plus Reanimate. That seems like a pretty good turn. Let's start by Sol Ring. Unfortunately, it's not getting me a Pest, but both Bribery and Reanimate is going to give me Pests. And I'm going to start by Bribery here. See if I can get something sweet. Maybe something that gets rid of Mother Runes. Palace Jailer, for example. It's also Archangel Avacyn. But if I get Palace Jailer, it's gonna be hard to lose. I can then Reanimate and bounce Magnus Copper. Then I really can't lose the Monarchy. I mean, getting Archangel Avacyn is also nice, but the problem is then there's still Mother Runes on the board. I'll go ahead and exile Mother Runes. And with all these pests I'm getting, it's gonna be hard to lose the Monarchy. We can Reanimate Riftwing. Taking 5 here, but getting a Pest and bouncing Riftwing. My opponent also can't cast Archangel Avacyn, which is nice. It's possible I should have looked a little closer what my opponent had, but Alright, that was a good turn. As usual, what happens when you draw 7 cards. To draw a card and discard, I think, Island and Swarm. I have more lands I can draw. Oh yeah, that comes back. I forgot about that. Oh well, that's not the worst thing ever, but... So, getting rid of Palace Hill does not give you Mother of Runes back. You have to become the Monarch, and that seems very hard here. I need Sedgemoor with bit MVP to board in. The old Sedgemoor, which I don't like this card, but it's been really good. And if Riftwing dies somehow, it doesn't get exiled, I could get it back. I'm not sure what my opponent is thinking about. It's not like... I mean, I guess you could blink Recruiter, I suppose, but... Yeah, okay. I almost think you should Solitude the Sedgemoor, which this card is getting out of control. Making it so hard for my opponent to become the Monarch too. So now Griselbrand is gone, but I still have Consecrated Sphinx. I almost wish if we go to game 3, I should probably put in Elesh Norn. Seems like even if my opponent kills Elesh Norn, it's gonna wreck my opponent's board. I'm gonna pause while my... Okay. No. Okay, so my opponent does blink Solitude. I guess a way through here is potentially Smuggler's Copter. So... yeah. So my opponent knows about the interaction with Palace Jailer. My opponent knows that exiling Palace Jailer doesn't give you Mother of Runes back. But I did gain 2 life, so that's nice. Lion Sash. That's good. It's actually really good. But it's a little late, and damage might already be done. Okay, so this Grief is not doing much. Okay, Baleful Strix is actually pretty good. It's pretty good. So Lion Sash is a problem. I'm gonna play the Takenum at this point. It's getting to the point where I could get milled. Lion Sash even wrecks Glenalandra Archmage. Start by casting Baleful Strix. It's a card my opponent can blow up with Qatar Commando, but what are you gonna do? And I'm going to cast Glenalandra Archmage and have Petty Theft at the ready, as well as Spell Pierce. And I'm gonna pass. I'll draw an extra card. I can't wait too long to win this game too, because I have 14 cards left and I'm drawing an extra card every turn, so this okay. That's fine. There's not much I can do about that, and crew, and I am going to sure, I mean, I'm not gonna Petty Theft Recruit just stop my opponent from drawing 2 cards. It seems insane. But I might petty theft the copter here. And the reason is I don't want my pawn to get a monarch just yet, maybe later. This also gives me a pest. And force my pawn to recast the copter. Yeah, this game is gonna be not as easy as it looked, but still think I'm okay. But okay. Let's start by casting Brief. See what's up. Oh, okay. Alright, so now what? This can get crude. Guess I cast Jace. See if I can flip that before Lion Sash get out of control. Play Jace. This Solitude Ephemerate combo kind of wrecked me this game. I haven't lost yet, but it's looking not a foregone conclusion I'm gonna win this game. Still think I'm okay, but it's getting a little scary with my library size down to 12. Yeah, I could respond with Necromancer, so what's the point? Drawing a card. Down to 6. Actually, flipping Jace could be huge. But if my opponent sinks all the mana into the Lion Sash, might not be possible. Okay. I do have a Brazen Borrower to block. Unless my opponent equips the Lion Sash. Okay, I'm letting my opponent loot first. Then I'm going to play the Brazen Borrower. And I guess my opponent can sack the Selfless Spirit, but at this point I'm getting pretty close to where I could make an all-out attack. Collective Brutality killing Solitude could be kind of huge, because then I can start attacking. So I haven't used Collective Brutality just yet. No? Okay. So I still have the Monarchy. Opponent is playing Batterskull. Oh man, and I don't have blue. Well, Batterskull is just another problem. But now Jace's gonna flip at least. That's good. So let's see here. So I can do it Jace. Problem is that this Lion Sash completely wrecks me. I can't even flashback. Okay. A bit of Tarn. But what I could do is attempt to flashback with Jace. Then I get to cast Necromancy. I could also do it the other way, where I Necromancy, hope to get a response, and then I get to yeah, that seems decent. I think I'd rather Bribery here. Let's cast Necromancy. Attempt to get Cathar Commando. Right? Because Cathar Commando kind of does everything. Opponent responds with Lion Sash. Yep. Acceptable. Then I get to flashback Bribery. Cost bribery, get probably Archangel Avacyn. Get a 1/1/2. Yeah. Everything is indestructible, so I can now also make some attacks. Maybe this has lifelink though. This can attack for sure. And Glenn too, I think. Yeah, that's probably enough though. So my opponent could cash in Usher of the Fallen for 4 life, but seems okay. I mean, that's Menace. Still get to keep Reola Grief here. I think happy playing Putrid Imp here and keep open Glenn. I'm not gonna get Glenn back if my opponent has mana for Lion Sash. Ooh, there's Collective Brutality. Okay, so sadly this Batterskull is super annoying, but yep. If Archangel Avacyn flips, that could actually be not good for me. Because it kills all my pests. Gonna give me a lot of life though, but Waste C, fine. Hero of Bladehold, okay, that's not bad. That doesn't matter too much. Okay. So let's see here. There is a Copter. Otherwise I have 4, 6, 8 in the air. Yeah, well, start by attacking with Archangel Avacyn. That seems like a good plan. I don't think any other attacks do anything. Plus that on that, I think. And I'm gonna escalate this. -2, and drain. That and that. Also get a 1/1. And how do I lose this? I think I got this now. I guess if Rumble blows up a creature of mine, I think I play a land here. But I also could lose decking, of course. This deals free to everything. Wow, this game got a lot of complicated, but credit to my opponent for not conceding and trying to deck me, but so what could I draw? My opponent drew a land, okay. Maybe my opponent equips Batterskull on something. The good thing is that it's hard to equip Batterskull on Copter. So if... Okay. So Lion Sash is completely active. My graveyard is on lockdown. opponent has Copter, so my opponent could go take 4 here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm not sure that that's not that good. Let's see here, so let's start by attacking with Archangel Avacyn. Don't think any other attacks do anything. And minusing Jace doesn't do anything, so it's plus there. Cast Consecrated Sphinx. Let's play a Kaito. And make it unblockable, I think. Don't need to draw cards. I still have Force of Will, right? Yeah, so should probably draw cards here just because of Force of Will. I didn't get there. What do I have left? Okay, so I got a little bit of a problem here. The problem is that if I block, Arcane Avacyn is gonna flip, and that's not good for me. But if I don't block, I'll take a lot of damage. I'm actually probably dead. I wish there was a way I could play a spell here. Does not have trample. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that I think I have to block here. That's very unfortunate. Oh well. Well, I mean, that is not good. So now what? So Arcane Avacyn is gonna flip, kill everything. And I'm gonna get a lot of life, but how do I win? What do I have left? I have Force of Will. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Do get Glen Elendra back, but also my opponent is out of mana, so I could actually flash back something from my graveyard, like a Reanimate. Getting back Palace Jailer, maybe. Yeah. Reanimate. See if I can win this in time. Reanimate Palace Jailer. Get rid of the germ. May not have attack here. Can't use Kaito. Fortunately, if my opponent equips Lion Sash with Batterskull, I don't think I can win. So I think I'm gonna have to cut this video short here because I have to play very fast in the last game, and sadly I don't have an instant speed to sack Glenn to, otherwise I could have cast an instant speed spell and fizzled it, but I can't, so we'll see you next time. And oh, I still think I'm dead though. I have to stop now, otherwise I don't have time to win.